$400. That's what was in my savings account at 52 years old. $400. Not 400,000. $400. And the worst part? I couldn't tell anyone. Not my wife, not my brother, nobody. Because how do you look someone in the eye and say, I'm 52 and I have nothing? But here's what no one told me, and what no one is telling you right now. I wasn't doomed. And if you're watching this at 45, 50, 55, 60, thinking it's too late, you're wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you in the next 12 minutes. Let me tell you what I think your life looks like right now, and stop me if I'm wrong. You wake up at 2 in the morning, can't sleep, your brain starts doing math. How many years until 65? How much can I save per month? Will Social Security even exist by then? What if I get sick? What if my car breaks down? What if? And then the sun comes up, you go to work, you smile at people, you say, I'm fine, and nobody knows that inside you're drowning in a kind of fear you can't even name. I know, because that was me, every single night for 3 years. And here's what makes it worse. You go online, you watch these finance videos, and what do they tell you? Start investing in your 20s. The power of compound interest over 30 years. If you had invested $10,000 in 1995, thank you, really helpful. Let me just grab my time machine. Every single piece of financial advice out there is built for 25-year-olds. And if you're 50, you're invisible. You're the person they use as a cautionary tale. Don't end up like this guy. Well, what if you are that guy? What then? Do you just give up? No, you don't. And here's why. Everyone talks about what you've lost by starting late. Nobody talks about what you've gained. Think about this. A 25-year-old starting to invest, what do they actually have? An entry-level salary, student loans, no life experience, no discipline around money because they've never had real money. They're investing $200 a month and hoping for the best. Now look at you. You're 45, 50, 55. You know what you have that they don't? You're at or near your peak earning years right now, today. Your income is probably the highest it's ever been or ever will be. That 25-year-old investing $200 a month? You could invest $1,000, $1,500, maybe $2,000. And here's the math nobody shows you. If you're 50 years old and you invest $1,500 a month for the next 15 years with an average market return, you'll have somewhere around $450,000 by 65. Is that the same as someone who started at 25? No. But is it life-changing compared to having nothing? Absolutely. $450,000 means you're not eating cat food in retirement. You're not begging your kids for rent money. You're not lying awake at 2 a.m. anymore. But wait, I know what you're thinking. $1,500 a month? I can barely pay my bills right now. Where am I supposed to find $1,500? Fair. And that's exactly what we're going to break down. But first, there's something you need to hear. Something that might make you angry. And it should. The reason you have no savings at 50 isn't because you didn't earn enough. For most of you watching this, you earned plenty. Over the last 25 years of working, you probably made, combined, somewhere between $750,000 and $1.5 million. Let me say that again. You've already had over $1 million pass through your hands. It's gone. And you need to understand why it's gone. Not to beat yourself up, but because if you don't understand the pattern, you'll repeat it. There are 3 money leaks that drain people in their 30s and 40s, and almost nobody talks about them because they're uncomfortable. Leak number 1: lifestyle inflation. Every time you got a raise, you didn't save the difference. You upgraded. Bigger car, better apartment, nicer restaurants. Your lifestyle grew at exactly the same speed as your income. So you always felt broke even when you were making good money.
Leak number 2: the people pleasing tax. Picking up the check to look generous, buying gifts you couldn't afford, lending money to family members who never paid it back, saying yes to trips, weddings, events because saying no felt selfish. That wasn't generosity, that was financial self-harm. And I say that as someone who did all of it. And leak number 3, the big one, the one nobody admits. You didn't think about old you. You couldn't picture yourself at 65. Retirement was this vague, distant thing that happened to other people. So you spent like you'd be young forever. And now, here you are. And 65 isn't vague anymore. It's a Tuesday that's coming fast. Look, I didn't say any of that to make you feel bad. I said it because you need to see the pattern before you can break it. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact playbook I used to go from $400 to a completely different financial life. No fluff, no manifest abundance garbage, just the actual steps. Alright, here's the 15-year sprint. 4 steps, simple to understand, hard to execute. But if you do them, your 65-year-old self will want to come back in time and hug you. Step 1. The brutal audit. Before you invest a single dollar, you need to know exactly where your money is going. Not roughly, not I think I spend about, exactly to the penny. Here's what I did. I pulled 3 months of bank statements, every transaction. I put them in 3 piles. Pile 1, survival, rent, food, utilities, insurance, the stuff that keeps you alive. Pile 2, comfort, subscriptions, dining out, new clothes, that gym membership you used twice. Pile 3, invisible, the stuff you didn't even remember buying. The app charges, the auto renewals, the that's only $5 a month subscriptions that turned into $200 a month when I added them all up. When I did this exercise, I found $640 a month I was lighting on fire. $640 every month for years. Do this today, not tomorrow, today, because tomorrow is the word that keeps broke people broke. Step 2. The reverse budget. Normal budgeting says earn money, pay bills, spend, and save whatever's left. The problem? There's never anything left. Funny how that works. Reverse it. The day you get paid, before you buy a coffee, before you do anything, move a fixed amount into a separate account. An account that is difficult to access. No app on your phone, no debit card, just a savings or investment account that takes effort to withdraw from. Start with whatever you found in the brutal audit. If you found $600 of waste, move $500 automatically on payday. Live on what's left. Your brain will adapt. I promise you, within 2 months, you won't even feel it. And here's a trick that sounds small but changed everything for me. Every time I got a raise, a bonus, a tax refund, any unexpected money, I pretended I never received it. It went straight into the account. I called it money that doesn't exist. And by pretending it didn't exist, it actually started to grow into something very real. Step 3. The catch-up. Now here's where being over 50 actually gives you a legal advantage that younger people don't have. If you're in the US, the IRS lets you make catch-up contributions to retirement accounts after age 50. In 2024, for a 401k, you can contribute an extra $7,500 on top of the normal limit. For an IRA, an extra $1,000. That's not a suggestion. That's the government literally saying, hey, we know you're behind, here's a boost. If your employer matches 401k contributions and you're not maxing that match, you are leaving free money on the table. Free money. Stop it. Now, if you're outside the US, the principle is the same, but the accounts are different. UK has ISAs and SIPPs with their own catch-up rules. Australia has super contribution strategies. Canada has RRSP catch-up room. The vehicle changes, the concept doesn't. Use every tax advantage dollar available to you. Step 4. The income explosion. Here's the step everyone skips, and it's the most powerful one. Cutting expenses has a flaw. You can only cut so much before you're living in a box eating rice. But income? Income has no ceiling. At 50, you have something a 25-year-old would kill for. 25 years of skills, experience, contacts, and industry knowledge. You're sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it. What do you know how to do that others would pay for? Can you consult? Can you freelance? Can you teach? Can you turn your 9 to 5 expertise into a weekend side income? Even an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, all going into investments, changes your entire trajectory.
I started doing consulting on weekends. Same skills I used at my job Monday through Friday. I charged $75 an hour, 10 hours a month, $750 extra going straight into my money that doesn't exist account. 2 years later, that side income was making more than my day job, but that's a story for another video. Now, if you do all 4 steps, the audit, the reverse budget, the catch-up contributions, the income explosion, you will be in a radically different position in 5 to 10 years. I believe that completely. But there's one thing that can take this entire plan and shred it in 24 hours. A phone call from a hospital. Your test results are back and we need to talk. One diagnosis, one surgery, one medical emergency, and everything you built, gone. The savings, the investments, the catch-up contributions, wiped out by a system that can charge you $80,000 for a 3-day hospital stay. And this isn't rare. This isn't fear-mongering. Medical debt is the number 1 cause of bankruptcy in America. Number 1. Not bad investments, not recessions, a hospital bill. So how do you protect yourself? How do you build a financial wall around your family that even a medical crisis can't break through? That's exactly what I'm going to break down in the next video. The specific insurance strategies, the emergency structures, and the one legal tool that most people don't know about that can save you from financial devastation if the worst happens. Before you close this video, I want you to think about something. 10 years from now, there are 2 versions of you. One of them is 60, sitting at the same kitchen table, same fear, same 2 a.m. calculator in his head, and he's whispering to himself, I wish I had started back then. I wish I had started when I saw that video. The other version of you, he's also 60, but he's sleeping through the night. He's got a plan that's working. He's not rich, but he's not scared anymore. And he looks back at this moment, right now, today, and he says, that's when everything changed. The only difference between those 2 people is what you do after this video ends.